Alrighty, we got Sam and Josh here in this beautiful Lamborghini Huracan here at the Hampshire Motor Speedway. Kind of like a fighter jet cockpit in here, huh Sam?
It's amazing. These amazing cars. Amazing cars.
And we do have a video coming here. I know you mentioned your boss brought you here. We want to say thank you to him. We got our camera on.
Thank you, Andre.
Thank you, Andre. What line of business are you in, Sam?
I am a web developer / programmer.
Cool. How do you like doing that?
Oh, it's good. It's good.
How long have you been doing that for?
20 years.
Cool. Nice. Back when it first got started, then pretty much.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah. Been in the business basically since it existed.
Right. Yeah, I remember the very early days. My brother, he graduated in 2001, so 18, and he had a website business in like 1998. Like the very basic stuff, and started his own business there, and it was we've come a long way since then, huh?
Oh yeah, long way. I used to work in the IT department for a shoe company.
Okay.
And they kind of went out of business in 2002, and that's when I started doing this. So 20 years in January.
And how long have you worked with Andre?
For that whole time.
Awesome. Very cool.
He used to work at the same company I did, and he and a couple other guys founded the company, and I went to work for him.
Very cool. Well, I tell you what, we got some perfect weather here today.
It's
beautiful.
car. It is beautiful. It was pouring rain in Maine when we left to come down here.
Oh, really?
It was raining until we hit the New Hampshire border.
Interesting. So we were in Seattle, Washington last week, and we got clobbered by a storm. It moved across the country. We had our trucks get reloaded in Chicago while they were doing that. That same storm clobbered them in Chicago.
Wow.
And on Friday we got rained out by that same storm that clobbered us for a third time in 1 week.
So what happens if somebody books a ride and it gets rained out? Can they reschedule it?
Absolutely. So the difference is obviously safety first. So at some point we just have to say sorry. Safety first. Weather is bad. Too much rain. Too much standing water. But if there's a little bit of water, very little bit of water, almost like it's not there. But at some point it's just not fun.
Right.
And we're not here to take your money and have you go slow and try and convince you had fun. So we do reschedule.
How often do you guys come to this track?
Twice a year.
Twice a year?
Instructors be advised, look at that comfy ride along, and the app doing Lambo here is probably watching on news, but I'm just expecting you to get that. And it's the the old one. Alrighty, Sam. Cool start at the back, just like you said. We'll be nice and smooth.
Smooth and slow.
We'll very gradually build up that speed, and once we get straightened out on that long straightaway here, we will make it sing. But I'll make sure that I am as smooth as possible. And as we said, if you start to feel a little woozy, let me know early, and then maybe we'll be able to save it for the
As long as you keep it nice and smooth until we hit the straightaway, I think I'll be okay. It was that turn right before the hill there that killed me every time.
The right-hander?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, being an oval, this is what we call a roval, which is a mixture of a road course, which is left and right, and an oval. So roval. That transition from the oval to the road course, that's where you're making that hard right turn. You're essentially leaving the speedway, and that seems to be what got you. So we'll be especially smooth through there. And as we get going here, just keep your eyes looking ahead. I know that helps me keep
eyes on the horizon is usually what works the best for me.
Exactly.
Normally in the front seat of a car, it's not too bad for me, but I just was not at all prepared for that. That was crazy. Don't get me wrong, I am smiling like a madman, but
Well, believe me, Sam, the only thing I care about is you having fun. So,
this car is amazing.
right? Well, if you want, I can talk to the boss, see if you can trade the keys to your house in for the keys to this car when we're done.
You'd have to trade the keys to my house and my boss's house,
Right? Yeah, and mine too.
Oh, wow.
How are we feeling so far?
This is just nice and slow and yeah, because I'm already a little woozy.
Are you?
Yep.
You just worry about your breathing. And we can go this slow, we can go slower.
This is good.
Cool.
I'm okay.
All right. Well, then this is what we're gonna do, buddy. What kind of car do you drive normally?
I have a Ford Ranger.
A little different?
A little bit different, yeah. I wouldn't imagine tracking that thing around.
Right?
It is all about being practical.
Sure, I believe you. I get to drive these cars all the time, so I have a BMW wagon that I treat like a pickup truck.
Yep. Yeah, I had to buy a truck because of being in Loudon, Maine, and gotta have a truck basically.
Absolutely. So excuse me for 1 second, Sam. I'm just gonna make a radio call here. I'm gonna let a few cars pass.
Oh yeah, go right ahead.
Green Evo getting a pass for 2, left side. Oh yeah. All right. So we'll go a little quicker here. I don't want to go too fast, but
yeah, keep it under 80. I think.
You got it, buddy. It's good.
It's good.
Cool.
We're good. Rolling.
We're just gonna slow down a little bit. We are making a left turn.
Yep. Oh.
Is that a good all or a bad all?
It's okay. It's an okay. I appreciate you taking it nice and easy for me. I'm sure you would rather be pushing this thing, but
I tell you what, Sam. I get to drive these cars all the time, and it still is fun. They still are cool. But the best part about this job is seeing everybody have fun. So that's all I legitimately care about. So it is my pleasure to try and make sure you get all 3 laps. If you only get 2, and that's fine, buddy. Whatever you want to do. Here comes your favorite turn. I'll go nice and slowly. How we doing, buddy? Feel good?
feel good right now.
Cool. Well, the good news is now we have the track to ourselves. We don't have to worry about other cars or anything. So,
Yep.
you just soak it up, Sam, and enjoy the ride, buddy.
Somebody had a bad day.
It looks like a whole bunch of people had a bad day.
Yeah.
It's like one more car is going to go. And oddly enough, Sam, I just had a woman celebrate her 70th birthday.
Holy cow.
And she was in a green Porsche, and she drove about this fast. And she told me a story that on her 20th birthday, her cousin got a Porsche and took her for a ride, but unfortunately, she didn't get to go for get to drive it.
Right.
And 50 years later to the day, she got to drive that Porsche.
Oh.
And I found her sitting on the wall, and she wasn't feeling good, and we got her calmed down, and she got to drive, and just like this, and she had the time of her life. So.
Yeah, we'll have to call this last lap.
Okay, no worries, buddy. You're almost there, bud.
Oh, the worst part about this is I got a 3.5 hour drive back to Maine. Oh, wow.
You're almost there, buddy. Just another 10 seconds or so. We'll get you out of the car. We'll get your helmet off. Green Lamborghini. Almost there, buddy. Just right after this grass.
Yep.
We're gonna start loosening for you. You made it, buddy. You did it.
I made it 5 out of 6 laps. I'm gonna call that a win.
Yeah, very nicely done. Way to hang in there.
Oh,
I know it still wasn't the most fun you've ever had.
This
but
was still an awesome ride, even if it was slow and steady.
Awesome.
I appreciate you guys. Are great.
It is sincerely my pleasure, buddy.
I just hope I get out of here before I have to.
Whew. Let me help you with your helmet. Cancel that, okay? All right, buddy, hop on out. Hop on out. Let me help you. Just push that door open.
Have